Patty Pear on an Adventure by Juliana Gamache. One day I woke up very confused. Where did all the other pears go, I thought. I decided to find out. I hopped off my branch and began to look. Mom, Dad, are you there? I called. I couldn't see them anywhere, so I asked Sir Jules-a-Lot the dog if he had any pears. He said, I have 2 pears in my doghouse. Come on, I'll show you. When we got there, it was just a pair of old Farmer Jenkins' cotton socks and a pair of Mrs. Jenkins' running shoes. Thanks, I said, but I'm looking for my mom, Dad, and all my friends. If you have seen them, they're green and very plump and juicy. Oh, he said, you should ask old Farmer Jenkins. He would probably know. So I set off to find him. When I found old Farmer Jenkins, he was plowing the field with his big green tractor. I asked, do you have any pears? He said, sure, I have some in my shop. He showed me a pair of pliers and a pair of big brown welding gloves. I said, thanks, but I'm looking for my mom, Dad, and all my friends. If you have seen them, they're very high in fiber. Oh, said the old farmer. Well, I think my wife might have one. She's in the kitchen if you want to ask her. So I headed to the kitchen. When I got to the kitchen, Mrs. Jenkins was dehydrating apples. I said, do you have any pears? Miss Jenkins said, sure, Patty, I have a pair right here. She pulled a pair of thick gold wire glasses from her pocket. Thanks, I said, but I was looking for my mom, Dad, and all my friends. If you have seen them, they're high in potassium. Oh, said Mrs. Jenkins, you should try looking at the store in town. So I headed to town. When I got to the hardware store, Earl, the cashier, was pricing gardening supplies. I asked, do you have any pears? He said, sure, I have some in the back. Come on, I'll show you. When we got to the back, he showed me a pair of some really nice jeans. Earl said, these are my finest pair of bootcut jeans. I said, no, not that kind of pair. Well, how about a pair of pruning shears? He said. Thanks, I said, but I'm looking for my mom, Dad, and all my friends. If you have seen them, they're very high in vitamin C. Oh, said the cashier, try looking at the corner market down the street. I'm sure that they will have what you're looking for. So I started rolling down the street. When I got to the store, the cashier, Donnell, was putting ice cream on the shelf. I asked, do you have any pears? She said, absolutely, they're right over here. I said, wait, are you sure they're the right kind of pears? You know, the ones that are green, plump, juicy, high in fiber, potassium, and vitamin C. The fruit kind? Yes, she said, and here they are. Finally, I found my family. I hopped up on the shelf and told them all about my adventures of the day and all the awesome kinds of pears I found. Well, I was at my friend's house and we were talking about the subject, and we were eating pears, and that's what gave me the idea for doing the pear. But then my dad gave me the idea of doing the word play with pears and pears. I had to research like what's inside of them, like potassium, vitamin C, and stuff like that. I learned that California is the top agriculture producers in the world, or in the United States. So I thought that was really interesting.
This is the first year I've ever taught 6th grade. I've always done 7th and 8th, so I included a research component in it. And in 6th grade, I just wanted to expose them to writing for different audiences. Very excited, and they are proud of the kids. We have a smart board in our classroom, so all the availability of the website and how you can check it at midnight, that's kind of a big challenge for them. So when we can pull it up on the smart board and it's like a movie theater, the kids become famous instantly, so it's kind of exciting. I think they honor the kids amazingly. They make them feel very worthwhile and important, that something that they have to do for a class has greater repercussions than just writing on a piece of paper. And I think it's a great way to introduce audience in reading. You hit the California state standards, but audience is something that you need to teach at a young age, right, for who's reading it.